If you're a business visitor who's intent on coming to Canada to fulfill an intended duty related to your employment or business prospect, there's a couple of things you want to consider. Depending on the nature of your intended purpose in Canada, you may qualify as a business visitor and obtain a temporary resident visa if necessary. You want to be careful that you meet the requirements of a business visitor, otherwise an immigration officer or official at the port of entry might determine that you require a labor market opinion. And that's obviously a very lengthy process and something you want to avoid if at all possible. Some of the intended duties of a business visitor can be attending job sites and overseeing long-distance projects. So for example, if you're a project manager working in the US and you want to come oversee a finished product that's happening in Canada, you can go and oversee that site. Meeting with local stakeholders and attending conferences are also eligible duties of a business visitor, as they're not really entering the Canadian labour market as opposed to just meeting with colleagues or prospective contract holders. Finally, dealing with after-sales agreements. So for example, if a Canadian purchased a product from the US that requires maintenance or service, the company in the US can send a representative to fulfill the duties of that after-sales agreement. The main thing that you want to focus on is the fact that the business visitor's remuneration or income is solely provided by the US company, and they're not entering the Canadian labor market in any way. And any profits generated by any sort of agreement or dealings is happening completely outside of Canada. So you want to ensure that as a business visitor you meet these qualifications. You can apply for your visitor visa right at the port of entry, but you don't want to risk being turned around if you don't satisfy an officer of these basic criteria, because as I said, they might determine that you are entering the Canadian labour market and might require you to obtain that work permit, which again is a very lengthy process and certainly won't happen anytime soon. So make sure you meet these basic requirements in order to fulfill your intended duties in Canada. If you're unsure of whether or not you qualify or have an urgent travel date coming up, feel free to contact us. We'll prepare you for what to expect at the port of entry and provide you with a package that you can carry on your person to present to the officer. So this alleviates any worry on your part and helps demonstrate to the officer your seriousness and the fact that you do qualify as a business visitor. So thanks again for joining us, and check out some of our other videos.